Hello, fifth graders. Welcome to Wit and Wisdom Vocabulary on the Go. My name is Sarah Woodard, and I'm one of the teachers who will be with you during this virtual learning experience. I live in Los Angeles, California, and I used to teach third grade and fourth grade. In this lesson, we will study 5 important words that you will also see when you're doing your reading and writing with Wit and Wisdom on the Go. And we're going to learn these words now in order to understand the lessons that are coming a bit better. We know that quite a few of you speak Spanish at home, so we will give you the words in English and in Spanish. And I'm learning Spanish, so I'm going to do my best to pronounce the words correctly, and maybe you can give me some tips and tricks. In order to do this work today, you'll need a journal, which could be your notebook or it could be a piece of paper, and you'll need a pencil. Feel free to take a moment now to go get the supplies that you'll need. All right, let's get started. Our first word is legendary. Legendary is an adjective, and it means well known for doing extraordinary things. So now try to say the word yourself, legendary. And you might notice that the picture up at the top of the slide helps us think about how someone who is legendary might get a lot of attention. People might want to interview that person. En español, legendario o legendaria, reconocido por hacer cosas extraordinarias. Who do you know who you might consider legendary? I'd love to hear. That person sounds like a legend. The second word is potential. Potential is a noun, and it means the capacity to be excellent. So if you look at that picture up at the top of the slide, you'll see that there's that star at the top of a ladder because we're climbing to reach our potential. So take a moment to try to pronounce that word yourself, potential. Sounds great. En español, el potencial es un sustantivo, es la capacidad de ser excelente. Our third is an expression, change your mind, to think in a different way than you did before. Try to say that yourself. Change your mind. En español, cambiar de opinión. Pensar de manera diferente a como pensabas antes. So think for a moment. What's a time in your life where you might have changed your mind about something? I'd like to hear. Yeah, sounds like you learned something new and you changed your mind. Recognition is a noun. Recognition means attention given to someone who does something important or impressive. Try to say that yourself, recognition. En español, reconocimiento es un sustantivo. Atención que se le da a alguien que hace algo importante o impresionante. And our fifth word is segregation. Segregation is a noun, and it means a law that separates one group of people from another. So try to say that yourself, segregation. En español, la segregación es un sustantivo, una ley que separa a un grupo de personas de otro. All right, now let's look at how these vocabulary words might be used in a real-life sentence. As I read this sentence, see if you can notice the vocabulary words we just learned. Players in the Negro Baseball League were legendary heroes who excelled in sports despite segregation policies that sought to limit their potential. How many vocabulary words did you notice? Let's see. If you noticed legendary, segregation, or potential, nice job. Now let's look at a sentence where I've included the definitions of these words to help us understand their meaning in context. Players in the Negro Baseball League were well known for being extraordinary heroes who excelled in sports despite policies like a law that separates one group from another group that sought to limit their capacity to be excellent. All right, now let's check our understanding. How well do you now know these new vocabulary words? Which word means attention given to someone who does something impressive? And as a hint, feel free to look at the picture on the slide as a clue to what word is the correct answer. Is it A, recognition, B, change your mind, C, legendary, D, segregation? It's A, recognition. And if you got that, give yourself a shake. All right. Which word means the capacity to be excellent? Is it A, recognition, B, legendary, C, segregation, D, potential? Feel free to use the picture on the slide as a clue. Think for a moment. You might write down what you're thinking. It's D, potential. If you got that, give yourself 2 claps. Which word means well known for doing extraordinary things? And use the picture as a clue. A, recognition, B, legendary, C, segregation, or D, potential? Think for a moment. Feel free to write down what you're thinking. B, legendary. And if you got that, give yourself a pat on the back. Nice job. Thank you for learning with me today. I hope you take these words and you make them your own. Use them when you're talking with your family. Use them when you're talking with friends. Use them in your schoolwork. And we are so glad that you continue to be great with us. We believe that every child is capable of greatness, and that includes you. Thank you. See you soon.